Sorry, I'm late. It took some convincing for the master and mistress to... Anyway, I guess I should be thanking you. I haven't seen Miss Dunyarzad that happy in a long time.
You sure sound a whole lot nicer than when we first...
It's called being a professional.
Look, dear...
Listen, you two. I don't expect to be working for Miss Dunyarzad very long, but I hope to finish things on a positive note if possible. Let's cut the chit-chat and head into the Citadel. We'll see if the person I know has a way... Oh, hey, Chief.
Ha, Dia! What are you doing here? And well, didn't expect to see you three together.
I take it you all know each other already?
Mm-hmm. We met this morning after the Adventurers Guild pointed us to Ozfon for more info.
No kidding. So, where's Ruksha? I thought I'd help these two out by asking about the theft. Anything you can tell him?
Rookshaw's gone over to the Academia. The Grand Sage recently ordered since you've already mentioned the theft.
Appreciate it, Chief.
Theft?
Just recently, the Academia...
I suppose that's one way to look at it. Let me fill you in. The Academia recently said the Grand Sage took the whole matter very seriously.
You two have heard of Port... The Academia's grip isn't long enough to reach all...
Apparently what was lost. If you're interested, maybe you could head to Port Ormos and ask around yourself.
Are you serious, Chief? All the Academia...
If you're also...
Count me out. And take it from me. If you two really do decide to visit Port Orm, there are even some extremists who go around shouting...
You bet they are.
Not everyone's like you, Chief. Even the desert natives who abandon their homes in the... Well, Traveler, that's about all the information...
Thanks, Dia! And you too! Since we've gathered all we could for the moment...
Miss Dunyarzad is looking forward to seeing you both at the Sub-Zeru's festival, so be sure to get yourselves back here in time for that. Good. Then we'll see you both at the Sub-Zeru's festival.
Time to act. Frozen. Crisp.
It's nothing.
Cut platter. Freshness preserved. Chill to the bone.
Your life is mine. Give up.
Oz, reveal thyself!
No, my sword!
Frozen food.
Rain cutter!
Frying pan,
It's nothing.
Oh no!
by royal decree!
Disgusting.
Time to act. Body and mind. Submit! Give up! Rain outlines your fate.
Boba, get them!
It's nothing.
Eat this!
Time to act.
Oz, reveal thyself!
No rest for the wicked.
No, my sword! Treasure hunting. A valiant endeavor.
Following orders.
Witness the power of Guwar. No, my sword.
Midnight Phantasmagoria. Where do you think you're going?
Don't waste my time.
I'll be back. I'll take my
Time to act.
Wow! Can we eat them? My dad owns loads of sucker beasts.
If the sumpter beasts escape, we must bring them back. You understand? If the sumpter beasts escape, you must bring them back. You understand?
Body and mouth. Come and have a good look yourself.
You've got a deal.
Believe me, I'm not.
Wow. Ooh. We know that whatever the Osfun told that Paimon doesn't get it. Won't we look even more well, given all the people...
Time to act.
Hello there, my friend. Fate must have brought us together.
Welcome. Welcome.
Hi there. We would like to ask you a question.
Of course. Many people often talk about how hard it is to get accepted into the Sure, we may not be. You see over there? Those are students from the academia. They've been looking worried and miserable ever since. If you ask me, the life of a merchant is better. So long as the Akasha teaches us what we need.
Those students seem to be discussing something.
Out of all my commissions,
It's no good. There's been a lot of fighting, especially the group that's constantly shouting some stuff about King Deshret and some resurrection. I've even heard that the Citadel of Regzar is starting to get fed up with them. What was that group called again?
They're called Ain el Akhmar. Today, I heard that the thing we're after might be in their possession.
Wait, come again?
Don't you see? Many of the Eremites in Port Orm, they're usually pretty wary of outsiders, but not so with students of the academia. I've heard that Ain el Akhmar likes to...
Wait, did you say 500,000? If information alone costs that much, then how...
I wouldn't worry too much. Our field of research...
Oh, I guess that makes sense. Then the only thing left for us now...
Whoa! Did you hear that? A niche field of research and shady knowledge? So, what's our plan? Wait, didn't you hear what they just said? Buying information is going to cost us 500,000 mora! Oh, all right.
He will pay the price one day.
Hello there, my friend. Fate must have brought us together.
Got any commissions related to antique appraisal? I can handle them.
This is the place we heard those students talking about. Let's find a seat somewhere and see if we can...
Oh, you've arrived. Please, take a seat.
So, they think that they can go toe-to-toe with the boss? Huh!
they're not.
How can the Caracal Battalion compete with the boss when they're nothing but a bunch of money-grubbing
Yeah, with bosses fervent.
All these guys talk about is King Deshret.
Greater Lord Ruka Devata. That traitor and her followers must not be spared. The day will come when King Deshret exacts vengeance on Sumeru, and all of them shall be punished.
Yeah, Paimon was wondering what they meant too.
What's going on? How can there be Kairagi here? Should I adjust the shipping schedule?
Huh? Who are you? What do you want? A traveler?
Now's probably not the time to talk about that. Didn't the students say Eremites are wary of outsiders?
A student? Huh. What's a student from Sumeru City doing in Port Ormos? Ah, well, if it's info you want, you've come to the right place. The question is, can you afford it? Huh? What is this? Some kind of joke?
Oh! Sorry.
Here, this is the merchant's address. Whatever you're looking for, you'll find it there. Hmm? Well, what are you waiting for?
Oh, that's right! We heard you mention King Deshret just now.
Fine. Since you've already handed over the Mora, I guess I can throw in a little extra info. As you can see, members of Ain al-Ahmar are devout believers of King Deshret. Years ago, King Deshret founded the great desert nation that was our homeland. King Deshret was the rightful god of wisdom, but he was betrayed by a companion he trusted. She even—
So, you mean the traitor was...
Greater Lord Ruka Devata, yes. That shameless wretch destroyed King Deshret's civilization, and our ancestors were forced to flee to this land where we were made to suffer the tyranny of our enemies. Furthermore, she conspired with the Academia to cover up the truth of her actions, and create the merciful and benevolent. But the story doesn't end there, oh no. Mark my words, our god shall If what I'm saying makes you shiver with fear, it might not be too late for you to become a believer of King Deshret. I don't have anything to say to you Academia people about that. I think this conversation has reached its end.
Not just yet. This man is a fraud.
Huh?
You again? Deranged Academia lunatic.
Yes, it's me again. I already warned you that if you weren't willing to sit and discuss things with me, I'd take measures to make things uncomfortable for you. Listen to me. That address he gave you is fake. Or at least, you won't find a merchant waiting for you. Once you show up, they keep up the act until they have hard evidence that you want to purchase said item. Then they use that—
Hey! Shut it all, Hatham! What are you playing?
I told you the other day. I wish to discuss my terms with your boss.
Ha! The boss made it perfectly clear that he won't negotiate with you.
Yes, and in no uncertain terms. But that was then. It does not preclude him from changing—
I'm warning you. Don't—
If you're suggesting that we— If, on the other hand, I will jeopardize the Eremite's reputation, which I know you value above all else, I am quite confident that if I began to take such a— Also, a word of advice. I suggest you tell your boss exactly what happened here today.
What did you say?
Consider this. Have I ever failed to follow through on my word in the past?
This guy is really out of his mind.
Okay then. If you really have a death wish, let's meet a week from today. The pier in front of the Pharos Lighthouse, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, sharp. Don't expect us to hold back.
Not so fast. First, you return the 500,000 Mora to them.
Please, I beg you, don't provoke them. We can't afford any trouble with this crowd. They haven't even paid for their food yet.
Ah, Mr. Iman. There appears to be fewer staff in the restaurant recently.
Well...
Someone who chooses to do business with a group like that really can't afford to get so flustered the instant someone confronts them about it. Consider the meal compensation for our silence. I'd say you're getting an excellent deal.
Whoa, did you see that? He not only got us our Mora back, but sent the Amorites running too! Plus, he seems to know a lot about what's going on around here. Let's catch up with him and ask him... He went that way! After him!
Body and mind.
Wait up! It's Al-Hatham, right?
What do you want? No need for thanks. My goal was to get to them. Oh, I advise you to keep your distance from them. Since they... All right. Goodbye.
Hold your horses! We still have something to ask you about! Since you...
Who exactly are you two? And a student. Right. Look, you should know that those thugs conducting business with you had nothing to do with your lie.
Huh? Oh, yeah! He's really strong. Weren't you saying...
He doesn't even have a vision.
Maybe not, but he can still use elemental energy. Otherwise, there's no way we'd go asking for info from from guys like that. Those hot-headed thugs are definitely gonna bring...
All right. We'll reconvene at the appointed time by the pier.
So, since you were happy to give us this merchant's...
You were willing to part with 500... Look, if you've been...
We know it's connected to the academia somehow, and that not only do the Eremites deal in it...
You know almost everything there is to know, but you're unable to compile this information because you've never seen the object before. This is what you've been looking for.
Huh? Paimon can't tell what it is.
This is a knowledge capsule. To put it simply, it's a vessel that can store anyone who links it to their personal Akasha terminal instantly becomes privy to its contents. Correct. Anyone. Unlike the Akasha, which heavily regulates who can access what information.
That's amazing.
It's essentially a convenient and harmless vestibule for knowledge. They were created as a means for scholars to transfer knowledge gained from Irminsul into the Akasha. But despite strict regulations, some of these knowledge capsules will always escape destruction. After all, there will always be those in this world who are dissatisfied with life as designed for... Over the past century, a wide variety of canned knowledge has been leaked from the academia. Meanwhile, those which the Eremites deemed... Well, I think that about sums it up. Oh, so that's your true objective. With our current arrangement, I don't believe I can offer an answer. You're still resolved. Fine. Let's talk somewhere with fewer people. Let's continue our conversation here. If you wish to learn more about the knowledge capsule that the Academia lost, then you must help me with... I need you to find someone named Dory, a traveling merchant. Unlike the peddlers who hawk inferior knowledge capsules, she's guarded against people from the Academia because most of her wares don't comply with Academia regulations. I think she blacklisted me. I met with her informant, but it soon became clear that they had no intention of letting me get any further. Become one of Dory's customers and earn her trust.
Why do you want us to meet with her?
Until you complete this task, you don't have question privileges. You two are outlanders who haven't been here for long, so Dory should view you as safe clients. I'll give you the informant's address and their beyond the password, though. I have...
This is kind of nerve-wracking.
The true challenge begins after you meet her. She has a keen nose for Mora and a shrewd eye for wares, and she only likes customers who she deems to have good taste. I'll prepare some funds for you. Buy her highest quality wares and earn her approval.
But we only just saw a knowledge capsule for the first time. We don't know how to tell which ones are good and which ones are...
That's true. Have you two heard of elemental sight? Oh, that's a surprise. Guess I'll have to hold you in higher regard. Anyway, here are 2 knowledge capsules. Tell me, can you detect any difference in their quality?
They look the same to Paimon.
Try inspecting them with elemental sight.
Did you see anything?
Rumor has it that higher quality knowledge capsules generally appear brighter when viewed through elemental sight. That's because knowledge originates from Irminsul, the root of Dendro power itself. However, some canned knowledge with a high concentration of elemental energy is of little use in contemporary times, so those capsules are of little value. Using elemental sight is merely a stopgap measure, but it should suffice for earning Dory's trust.
That sounds pretty impressive.
Here's a sheet with the informant's location and contact password, and here is the mora for purchasing canned knowledge. Don't be cheap. You'll need to spend to catch Dory's eye. If there's any more— Oh, and be sure to exercise some caution. There have been Matra present in Port Ormos lately. Your efforts will be for naught if they catch you.
Matra?
They belong to the Academia's regulatory body. They also handle cases of illegal canned knowledge transactions. Like I said, the Academia has banned both their trade and possession. The Matra are razor sharp. You're in for nothing good if they lock their sights onto you. If you two want to back out, now's the time. Okay.
Looking at what Al-Haytham wrote, Dory's informant is a traitor near Old Ormos. Let's follow these instructions and try to get in contact with him.
Hello. What are you two looking to buy?
Wait, are you sure you're remembering that right? Paimon doesn't think it was that on the...
What a unique palate. We have unripe hara fruits, but we usually keep them in the back.
Following the paper got it.
Ronak, these two want to buy...
Got it. You two, please follow me. You two have a fascinating fashion sense. We haven't seen a customer wearing a Sumeru rose for quite some time.
Hold on. Let me think. Sumeru rose means common merch. No, look again. We're obviously wearing morning flowers.
Ah, my mistake. I do apologize.
Whew. That pop quiz sure was scary.
The warehouse is up ahead. Please follow me. Before I retrieve your products, I need to confirm a few things. Please forgive me, but we may not have sufficient stock for you today. Earlier, many of our hara fruits were taken by mice. Thanks. If better goods come in, you'll be the first to know. You look like you have some skill. Why don't I pick out some fruits that'll make you dizzy?
Yep, that's the right answer. But eating hara fruit that makes your...
Would you like your hara fruits to be packaged in the Sumeru City or Port Ormos style? I'm guessing that you're going for a more traditional packaging since this is your...
Wait a sec. Sumeru City style means we're only buying a few things. It won't take us...
I'm sorry, but it...
He's cautious of us. Let's take a...
Before I retrieve your product, please forgive me, but we may not have sufficient stock for you today. Earlier, many of our hara fruits were taken by mice. Thanks. You look like you have some skill. Why don't I pick out some fruits that'll make you dizzy?
Yep, that's the right answer. But eating hara fruit...
Would you like your hara fruits to be packaged in the Sumeru City or Port Ormos style? Wow, you two sure are generous customers. We'll be sure to package your product. Okay, everything has been confirmed. Miss Dory is waiting for you up at... Shoot, it's the Matra! Run!
What? The Matra? Where? Al-Haytham said we're done for if they catch us. We gotta get out of here. We don't know this area, so let's follow that informant. I think a creepy crawling into this looking pot.
Body and mind.
He ran that way!
Time to act. Body and mind. Time to act.
Look, he's over there!
Body and mind.
If you're hiding from the Rishbaland tiger, come this way! Another password! Huh? Oh, that voice came from behind the building on the right! Here, over here. You can stop running now. So you were the one who was calling out to us just now. But, are we definitely gonna be safe here?
These two good customers wish to buy some horror fruit, Miss Dory. And if there's nothing else, I'll just excuse myself.
Oh, very good. Thank you. Huh? Wait, you're Dory? Paimon sure thought you'd look a whole lot scarier. Hey, what are you trying to say, Princess Pea-Brain? I can be scary enough when I need to be, believe you me. If you don't watch what you say, then you can forget about doing any business. But it seems you two have actually done pretty well so far. Not only did you manage to find the informant, your reactions were also pretty sharp. You don't really look like criminals or anything, but I bet my Mora that you've... Paimon's not sure if that's supposed to be a compliment. I can't risk doing business with people who start huffing and puffing after just a few paces, so that's why it's your first time. As long as you have lots of round, shiny Mora, then we're all good. Ah, yes, of course, of course. Wow, she has a trove of canned knowledge. Whew. She'd probably be in serious trouble. What kind of products do you seek, my dear customers? Take this one, for example. An analysis of the sociological ideology and dialectics of the Hilichurls. Yeesh. Who would want to be an expert in that topic? Or how about the architectural styles and construction methods of Teyvat in the early Archon War period? With this one, you can become an expert in historic architecture preservation. Ooh, now this sounds like it could be useful. 2 million Mora, and it's yours. Now, whoa! That's a lot of Mora! Of course, you are free to pick whatever your heart's... Alright, let's try the method that Al-Haytham mentioned. Ah, You've really got a good head on your shoulders, and quite the eye for quality. We'll take these, please and thank you. My, oh my. You are blessed with a taste for both the exquisite and the extravagant. Customers like you are rare. Listen, I have a special offer for you two. If you spend just 100,000 more and more, you can pick any knowledge capsule of your choice up to a value of 1 Say what now? Hey, did you hear that? Spend another 100K and we get a capsule worth a whole million! But all the canned knowledge we just bought is easily worth $500,000. Think about it. We've gone to all this trouble to get the... Aren't you even the least bit curious about how this whole canned knowledge thing works? We're talking instant knowledge here. Don't you want to try it yourself? Come on, come on. We still have around 100,000 of Alhatham's moral left. So let's put it to good use by finding something useful for you. Ahem. You've got a deal, Dory. We'd like to... Excellent. Then... hold on a second. Paimon thought we could choose whatever we wanted. Why can't we choose the ones from over there? Oh, but my dear customer, the knowledge capsules over here are worth 1 million more each. I'm sure discerning customers like yourselves will be able to find something to your liking. Please, take your time. Uh-oh, Paimon has a bad feeling about this. Let's use Elemental Sight again to check these. So, what did you see? So, they're all worth about the same amount? Well, anyway, the more has already been spent, so let's at least try to find something useful. Let Paimon take a look here. An introduction to traditional Sumeru brewing techniques. The Art of Growing Spike. Not sure we'd ever find volumes 1 through 7, but at least this knowledge should be useful, right? Let's... Dory, we'll take this one. All right. Our dealings with Dory went smoothly enough. Let's head to Wakala Funduk and meet up with Alhaitham. Hopefully now he'll finally tell us about what the Academia lost.
Ha! You two made it. And from the looks on your faces, you were successful.
Whoa, there's so many people from the Academia here. Why would you pick this place as our meetup spot?
Well, Wakela Funduk is under the Academia's...
You're a pretty daring guy.
Relax. No one here is interested in any...
Okay, we did what you asked. So, can you tell us about the knowledge capsule that the Academia lost?
Before that, I have to ask. Why are you two so intent on tracking it down? You don't have to answer, of course.
Yeah, he just wants to meet the God of Wisdom and ask her about something important. When we heard that the Academia...
In that case, a short while ago...
Wow, there's really such a thing as that? Hey, if we find it, do you think we could learn how to meet the Dendro Arc?
I highly doubt it has any mystical properties, but it does...
So, where exactly?
That's what we need to find out next. I won't deny that. As you know, the several brigades have been... My personal finances and connections can... I agreed to forego... However, they adamantly...
So you kept hounding them because they refused to...
Yes. Ain al-Ahmar isn't exactly wealthy, but its members are determined to get that capsule by any means necessary. So, I've been sabotaging their business to force. The Divine Knowledge capsule should be up for a secret auction to ensure the capsule's security, unless I know who Dory is the most.
In other words, you wanted us to befriend.
Yes, you can say. The day after tomorrow, if I get the opportunity to study the Divine Knowledge capsule, I will relay my findings to you. Will that suffice as compensation? Okay.
Al-Haytham, before.
You two want to try doing so right under. All right.
Here.
So
Really? Aw, yeah, what a great buy!
if you want to determine the efficacy of this capsule, I can evaluate your combat ability. We can conduct a controlled experiment where you fight 2 battles. While you fight, we can use an Akasha terminal to monitor your various physical. There may be variances in your physical strength between the 2 tests, as well as a.
Wow! Al-Haytham! You must have been one of those guys. Paimon's curious about something, though. You definitely weren't one of those students who needed canned knowledge to graduate from the academia, right?
When you are unable to understand a researcher's actions. All right, let's begin the test. Just fight as you normally do.
No, my sword! By royal decree!
Nice and spicy!
Time to act. It's nothing. Body and mind.
All right. I'll link your Akasha terminal to the next step is to use this knowledge. Hold it in your hand.
Hey, how are you feeling? You mean that it...
All right. Time for round 2.
No, my sword! terrain outlines your fate. Midnight Phantasmagoria! Witness the power of Gua. Body and...
Now, I'll start recording data again.
Oh, Hatham, how's it going?
Well, the knowledge capsule you purchased did improve his combat capability. During the second fight, his overall fighting performance increased by...
Wait! How much? Dory's such a jerk! She totally scammed us! What?
Of course, this could be because he is so powerful that the capsule's contents were unable to produce a substantial increase. At the very least, this test allowed me to gain more insight into you two. I'm heading back to Ikela Funduk.
Let's see Dory today and ask her about where the Divine Knowledge Capsule is. Welcome back, my loyal patron. You name it. Canned knowledge, supplies, or anything else you... Can you really get us anything? Uh-huh. So it appears that canned knowledge alone is no longer sufficient for your opulent appetite. Then please oblige me. Oh! I knew customers with pockets as deep as yours, but you know... After all, I had to work really hard to weasel my way into the auction site. But how can we be sure your information is accurate? Because to me, anything of value, as for the information's authenticity, well, you've no need to worry about that. I used a camera to take a picture of the transaction. That way, no, it's always a pleasure doing business with such sterling patrons. Now that you've paid in full, here's the scoop. Ein El Ahmar. Ah, so you're already familiar with the group has done everything in their power to obtain the Divine Knowledge Capsule. That Divine Knowledge Capsule, the capsule is... Thanks for the info, Dor. Please, it's my pleasure. Well, we figured out where the Divine Knowledge Capsule is. It turns out it ended up in the hands of Ein El Ahmar. Let's head back and talk to...
True history is sometimes even more exciting than legend.
Oh, Hatham! We got the info you wanted!
Really? All right. Let's hear it.
Dory even gave us evidence to...
Huh, look at that. Clear as day. All right. In which case, if we
At first, Paimon didn't get why you were provoking these Ein El Ah... After we defeat them, we can finally have a serious...
Thank you for your time and efforts. Take a few days off while I make some preparations. Let's meet up again on the afternoon of the arranged date. See you then.
Oh, Hatham sure is taking his time. Where could he be? Oh, there he is.
Sorry to keep you waiting. Let's head...
Yep.
Body and mind.
Al-Haytham. I knew you were crazy.
It was I who demanded that these negotiations... This is turning...
Back up. Aren't you the brat from the restaurant the other day? I'm not going to mince my words. Once we're done with you, you'll be nothing more than fish food. Get 'em, boys!
Uh-oh, here they come.
That's close enough. Where do you think you're going?
Time to act.
I'll be back. Feeling lucky today?
Give up. No, my sword.
Come on, you coward!
I let my guard down. Rain outlines your fate.
You...
Academia scum! Boss! Finally! Did you use it? Great! Now we can... Boss? Boss! What's wrong?
What happened to him?
We have to cut his Akasha connection, now.
Target acquired! Arrest him!
Do not impede our work. Is that understood, Al-Haytham?
Of course. I was only trying to help.
Take him away!
on this one.
Huh? What in Tibet just happened?
It looks like he used the divine knowledge capsule.
You mean the divine knowledge capsule did that to him? Oh, yeah. You mean how some researchers go insane after getting—
I've heard of numerous incidents of researchers in Satyavada life going. This divine knowledge capsule does appear to be linked to the gods, but beyond that, it doesn't seem anything like the rumors. Did you hear what he said? World, forget me.
If the mantra took him away, then that means the academia got the divine— Still, Paimon—
As things stand, there is no reason for me to remain in port.
Oh, we were so busy trying to find the divine knowledge capsule that—
Truthfully, I don't. Moreover,
everything about Lesser—
I'm heading back to the academia.
It's almost the day of the Sub-Zeros festival. Maybe we should head back too. We've been rushed off our feet over the past few days, so maybe a little rest and relaxation will do us good. Then we'll part ways here, Alhaitham, until we meet again.
Now, do I deal with this thing first? Or should I produce the report that the higher-ups require?
What's going on? How can there be—
Welcome. Let you see it.
Now. This is what I call a moment. Solitude.
Your work is crucial. Don't slack off.
ओके गाइस, आज के लिए बहुत हो गया। अभी तक कंप्लीट कर लिया है, अभी और एक बाकी है। सेकंड पार्ट अभी इसका आएगा, सेकंड स्टेज लाइक कंप्लीट करना है मुझे। ये पूरा वो है ना, क्या भूल गया, सॉरी। पूरा ये स्टोरी कंप्लीट करना है, तो अभी नेक्स्ट डे खेलेंगे। अभी तो कॉलेज जाना है कल, सो अभी नहीं खेल सकते। चलो बाय, गुड नाइट एंड टेक केयर। अभी तो कोई नहीं आया मेरे स्ट्रीम पे, 3 लोग आए थे फिर भी चले गए। क्या किस्मत है ब्रो, छोड़ो, कोई ना। चलो बाय, गुड नाइट सभी को, एंड गुड मॉर्निंग भी अगर कोई दूसरे कंट्री से देख रहे हैं तो। चलो बाय, टेक केयर।
All will be revealed in the next volume?
One life. Hello.
Drat.
Hello.
Everyone should check out Zubair Theater.
इतने देर बाद एक बंदा आया है, जब मैं निकल रहा था।
Feel free to look around.
Body and mind.
गेम बहुत अच्छा है। प्रॉब्लम ये है कि बहुत लेंदी है, स्टोरी बहुत लेंदी है। हाँ, वो भी चला गया। मैं जानता था, इसलिए तो मैं वेट कर रहा था कब जाए बंदा। अगर बात करता तो लाइव करता, कंटिन्यू रखता। अभी कोई नहीं आ रहा लाइव पे, तो कंटिन्यू ज़्यादा नहीं कर सकता। मैं अकेले अकेले बहुत खेल रहा हूँ, और कोई दोस्त भी नहीं है गेम में, कोई खेलता भी नहीं मेरे साथ, सो क्या ही करेंगे। चलो ठीक है, बाय, गुड नाइट सभी को।